Welcome, everybody, to New Orleans and the iconic Caesars Superdome, the long-term home of the All-State Sugar Bowl, which this year, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before that national championship game. And today we're going to find out who's got the toughness and the depth to continue their drive and keep championship dreams alive. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the number 7 seed in the playoff, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up with a semifinal collision. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And they stop him short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. Set it down to the offense. First down. An inside give now from the shotgun. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Tackle to the 35, good enough for a first down.
Boy, another great throw and catch here by the Buckeyes, and it just makes you think back how far this offense has come from the days of being known of 3 yards in a cloud of dust to now being one of the more efficient passing offenses in the country. Year after year, you go back to Cardell Jones and J.T. Barrett, all the way back to Troy Smith, and most recently with C.J. Stroud and Justin Field. Just another great quarterback that we're watching here today for the Buckeyes.
Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
That completion sets up a 2nd down play. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Looking to throw it again. And the pass is complete to the tight end. He goes down right there, but it's enough for a fresh set of downs for this offense.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a 3rd down early in the game, a chance to get him off the field, but instead this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. And it's complete downfield. That's a big hit at the end, but on a fresh set of downs.
Well, there's nothing better for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback kind of get into a rhythm early in this game. Another great completion. This guy is off to a great start in this big playoff game.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Takes the handoff again. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Here comes the 8th play of the opening drive, but now it's 3rd down. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. On the run here, lets it go. And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Well, it's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain and a first down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. It's a fumble. The defense recovers the fumble.
I get being upset at the ball carrier for coughing up the... Ignore how big of a hit that was. Sometimes you just have to give credit to the defender for making a great play.
A smart move by the head coach as the officials overturn the previous ruling on the field. Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. There's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down. An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. Off target with a throw, incomplete.
Well, they decide to throw the ball here on 3rd down and short. I really thought the easy thing is just run the quarterback or hand it off, pick up the first down, keep this drive alive, and get 6 points on the board.
And that one's straight down the middle. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0. We come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. They'll return it from inside the 5. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. And the quarterback keeps it here. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8. From the shotgun, handoff inside. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a 1st down.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? And he drops back in the gun. Makes a quick catch. They bring him down, but wow, the freshman showing off the arm strength.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple of plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a 1st down. Rainbow Warriors with 1st and 10 here. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Receiver makes the grab. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
2nd down after that previous play. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. They stop him, but it's a 1st down.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors. Strong game by this quarterback.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
The extra point makes it a 4-point game. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Time for one more play here in the quarter. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking to make a play deep downfield. Receiver left alone down there for a huge gain. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. When they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
PAT is good, so the score is 10-7 now. Now they get set to kick it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Hawaii offense comes back out on the field now. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure. That play makes it 2nd and 10. It's a quarterback keeper. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Lets it go. And he pulls in the catch. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line. Good job there finding the back of that angle route. The timing was perfect there.
Yeah, effective 3rd down play to be able to move the chains. I really like the cut there on the route by the running back, getting across the middle of the field. And like you said, the quarterback does a nice job of getting the ball out of his hands quickly.
The ball to the ground. Defense recovers the fumble. It's a turnover.
That is tough for the ball carrier here because not only does he take a big hit, but now an earful from your coach on the sideline after that turnover.
So if the challenge doesn't work, that'll cost the head coach a timeout. We'll see if that comes into play later in the ballgame. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle. Football comes out. Defense recovers the fumble. Big takeaway.
Well, that's why you do ball security drills almost every single day in practice. You just can't put the ball on the turf like that. We'll give credit to the defender for the hit. That's what caused the fumble.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. He's moving out of the pocket.
I mean, that's just being a difference maker up front. You look at that uniform, you think over the years with Joey Bosa, Nick Bosa, and Chase Young, and so many great defensive linemen. And this guy right here is showing you he's got some of the similar skill set as some of those greats.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. He flips it to the back across the middle. That's a nice scramble there, a big gain, but not enough for the 1st down.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots with the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot receivers and their quickness in space.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, in which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He's past the 45. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Touchdown, Hawaii. Made the defense look slow that time. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch. And this defense just unable to corral him.
And they tack on the extra point. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he's tackled at the 30, so a good choice to bring it out of the end zone. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. The last possession ended in a fumble, and that set up a touchdown. So they got to bounce back from that right away.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance and a really nice gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. The offense now looking at a third and short from their own 40, trying to keep this drive going. Direct snap to the back. That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42.
Yeah, I love how the back didn't really dance around trying to make a big play. He knew it was third down in inches, lower the shoulder, get the first down.
The Buckeyes line up on 1st and 10 now. It's a quick grab. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Well, that's a beautiful run here for the first down, really living up to that reputation of the great backs that they've had over the years. Think about Archie Griffin and Eddie George, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins, just so many great backs. We're seeing another one right here.
And that's a solid gain before the defense is able to bring him down.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
That's the 2-minute warning in this close first half. The offense trying to score and clean the lead before the break. Now it's 2nd down here. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Looks right for a quick completion. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
This receiver has just that combination of speed and natural ball skill ability to be able to come up with play after play. Already over 50 yards here in this first half.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. Offense getting set, second down play here. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. This will be the 10th play of the drive, but it's third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Running out of time in the pocket. Got space, looking to score. Brought down at the 3 after an excellent running play.
Oh, so disappointing for this defense. They had the advantage. Good coverage all over the field. It's third down, but they let the quarterback get away, scramble, and pick up the first down. And now it's first and goal inside the 5-yard line.
They'll crank up the tempo here on second down. The time is running out. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The PAT puts them up 3. So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Hawaii offense back out there. You'd expect a prudent decision here, backed up near their own end zone. Just run the clock out and get to halftime. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Gets made on the out route. A huge hit by the linebacker. A collision of big bodies there. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Looking to scramble. And it falls incomplete with just 6 seconds remaining to play.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield. You better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws his football, and it falls incomplete.
The Rainbow Warriors will bring their punt team onto the field. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Buckeyes will kick this away to begin the second half. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. The Rainbows offense back on the field now. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. The pass rush closing in. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down. So 2nd down after the incompletion. And the back gets the football. It's a solid gain. Moves the ball out to the 28. The offense looks fired up to begin the second half. That's the kind of play they needed to give them a spark.
Absolutely. I know they're down in this game. Clearly something was said at halftime to try to get this offensive line engaged, and it looks like it's working. They're playing with a different kind of energy. Let's see if they can do it again.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
Falls incomplete, but a flag on the play. Let's see who this is on. Here's the second down play. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Off target and incomplete.
I think he predetermined where to go with his football. Really didn't give himself a chance to work through his progressions. Locked into his primary, tried to force it in there, and it doesn't work out.
Can they keep this drive going, trying to convert on third down now? There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Quarterback looking to scramble. He's found some room at the 45. An explosive play moves the ball across midfield and spot it at the 38.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself. Picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
The Rainbow Warriors come to the line to set a fresh set of downs. First down, looking to throw the ball. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
The shotgun handoff here. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big...
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors. That puts them on top in the second half. Now just a brilliant game for this quarterback. With a spot in the natty on the line, he needs you got to step up, and this guy has delivered so far today.
You know, it's just everything coming together. The preparation that he put in leading into this game, the offense doing their job of taking care of him, the receivers running good routes. Everything right now is clicking for this offense and this quarterback.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time. Looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
This defense dominated the first half and helped them take the lead. Now, as we see the beginning of this second half, same old, same old. They're just dominating the line of scrimmage and doing what they need to do.
From their own 8-yard line now, it's second and long. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. It's a deep throw down the right sideline. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. He's got some room and some blockers here. Not just the pick, but a big return. Sets up the offense in good position.
Chris, it feels like to me the offense is being really cautious. The defenders are just sitting back there almost playing backyard football, knowing the offense is being a little bit more conservative. Eyes on the football, stepped in front of it, and makes the pick.
First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback, and he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a first and goal.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Hawaii. So the offense flexing, Kirk, and stretching the lead here now in the second half.
Well, you can catch your breath here a little bit if you're this offense. That touchdown can help you out. But now your own defense can help you preserve the lead so you can go back out and continue to build upon that to the finish.
The kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Buying time now, rolling to his left. And he finds his tight end for the catch. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
They'll hand it off. Tackled right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks. Buckeyes will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. So the offense obviously will decline the penalty and take the result of the play. Second down play coming up. Keeping it on the ground here. And the freshman brings him down quickly. Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. We go with a direct snap. The Buckeyes pick up enough yardage for a first down.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you get a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
Off the play fake on first down. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. Catch made. It's a big play inside the 30. And a big gain down near the 29. They're threatening.
Boy, what a throw and catch again by the Ohio State Buckeye offense. You think about how Ohio State has been able to really grow over the years. Go back and think about Chris Carter back in the 80s and Joey Galloway in the 90s. And, of course, most recently with Garrett Wilson and Chris Olave, Jackson Smith and Jigba. So many great receivers, and it's been fun to watch this young man today.
Tackled, but first down.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
The Buckeyes have first and 10 here. The pre-snap motion from the offense. And here's the handoff. Powerful running here. They finally bring him down at the 5. Offense really threatening now. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
Oh, it's snapped to the back. Just trucks through the defender. Tackled after he makes the first down as the seconds tick away here in the third quarter. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up first and goal. Direct snap to the back. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. Buckeyes will come to the line to run the hurry up. They go with a direct snap. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. The obvious move here is to go for a two-point conversion to cut this lead to 3 as time winds down. They'll try to run this one in. They give it to him again, but this time he's stopped short. They come up empty on the two-point try. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Hawaii offense comes back out on the field now. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain.
Now I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Quarterback drops back. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. That's caught. It's Stewart. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
I just continue to be in awe of this offense. Even with the lead, these guys are going to play for 60 minutes. They do not let up. Here they are. Typically, you want to run the football here to work the clock, but these guys stick to the game plan and keep throwing the football, trying to get more yards.
He'll pitch it. Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors. This offense really clicking.
What a long run for a touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
And the point after is good. The kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. First down. We're going to throw the football. Short connection to the tight end here.
Well, it's another positive play, but, man, look at the clock and look at the score. You still need a couple touchdowns to be able to get yourself back into this game and have a chance to win it. So you got to keep moving here and keep taking those shots downfield.
Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down to the 47. The Buckeyes hustle to the line to run the hurry-up.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
And the wideout goes in motion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
Looking to throw again. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
After the incompletion, they'll come to the line with 3rd and 1. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Stop at the 43. This offense picks up another first down. The Buckeyes look to keep this drive moving.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a third down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on old reliable, that offensive line, and they come through for you.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. And the quarterback dropping back. And here comes a deep shot. Catch made down inside the 20. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. Toss play to the outside. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Kirk, you look for rust, you look for jitters in the opening drive, not any sign of it for that offense.
You know, the offensive coordinator, when we talked with him this week, he had a feeling that this offense was going to be able to start fast, but I don't even know if he thought they would look this good this early.
And they'll set up for the PAT. PAT up and good to get a little bit closer. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Hawaii offense back out there. This game just got tighter. The temptation might be to sit on this lead, but we'll see how aggressive they get. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, this is where the offensive line can really assert their will and put on the finishing touches to this game. The defense, you can see them. They're breaking little by little right now. You make sure they break completely.
Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
That's just exactly how you coach it from a defensive standpoint. You string the quarterback out to the outside, make him indecisive. By the time he makes a decision, the rest of the defense is coming in. Nice tackle for a loss.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. He fires this one to the right, had all day to throw. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge game, but he could not collect it.
Chris, I just don't know about this call. I like the aggressive approach, but at this point, late in the game, playing with the lead, third down and long, maybe you run the ball. You know, work that clock. Continue to think about the big picture. Now you're facing 4th down and long, and I think you got to punt it away and hope the defense can secure a victory.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Oh, it's snapped to the back. Runs through the defender. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
And now the handoff. Buckeyes pick up first down yards to keep the drive going. The offense going with the hurry up. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. We've reached the 2-minute warning now. Can this offense come away with a late comeback victory? Second down after that short completion. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Looks toward the sideline, finds the running back. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. Play action here on first down. Fine time. Moving to his left. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch. Does get the foot down. And he makes his way out of bounds. Good thinking there. Clock is stopped.
Well, I'll tell you what. This guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are late in the...
And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. And that review confirms the ruling on the field was correct, so the play will stand. The Buckeyes will line up on 1st and 10. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. The back's got it. Nowhere to run up the middle. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Direct snap to the back. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down. So 5-point game. They need a touchdown. They'll keep the offense on the field. They go with a direct snap. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop. And a timeout taken by the defense with 30 seconds remaining. So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. Well, that's a great performance in the pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically, and they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. From Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.